Stevenson, when you're looking at, these other fighters that he should really be fighting, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come and but don't come and come at me.
Tank is preparing for his next fight, but not everyone believes it will be the straightforward victory many expect. This Saturday, he will step into the ring at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn to defend his WBA Lightweight World title against a well-known challenger. While most fans and odds makers view this as just another routine win for Davis, an undefeated knockout artist who has dominated every opponent, some see potential challenges that could make this fight more competitive than anticipated.
Soften them up, then fry them.
Shakur Stevenson has been vocal about his belief that Roach won't be an easy opponent. He shared the same thoughts last year and remains firm in his stance that Roach has the potential to cause problems. "I don't think it's going to be an easy night for Tank," Stevenson told Not Just Box. He emphasized that Lamont Roach will come prepared, determined to win rather than simply showing up to take a loss. In Stevenson's view, this fight could turn into a much tougher challenge for Tank than many expect. Stevenson isn't just offering an outsider's perspective, he has first-hand experience with Roach in the ring. The two have sparred together, and Roach even helped Stevenson prepare for his fight against Oscar Valdez. "I've known Lamont for a very long time," Stevenson explained. "He's been in the game for years, waiting for this opportunity. I sparred with him a while back, and he gave me really good work. Later, I brought him in to help with my camp for Valdez, and he played a key role toward the end." Stevenson recognizes Roach as a skilled and determined fighter, reinforcing his belief that Tank could be in for a tough challenge.
The way that everybody else look at Lamont, I know Lamont is a really good fighter. I'm not. This ain't no Frank Martin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It isn't just about Roach's chances against Davis. It's part of a bigger picture. Stevenson is actively pursuing a fight with Tank and is widely considered one of the few legitimate threats to his reign. By highlighting Roach's potential to trouble Davis, Stevenson is subtly suggesting that Tank is beatable, reinforcing his own case that he can do even more damage. Davis, now 30 years old with a flawless 30-0 record, including 28 knockouts, has stated he plans to retire by the end of 2025. However, Stevenson isn't buying it. He's confident that their paths will cross sooner or later. "It's going to happen," Stevenson said about a potential showdown. "Tank said I was on his list, so hopefully he sticks to his word and makes the fight happen."
Either you or Keyshawn's gonna get Tank, so the walls are closing in. So awesome.
It's gonna be him though.
It makes sense. He's closer.
Big brother first.
Not just Stevenson who questions whether Davis is as untouchable as many believe. Terence "Bud" Crawford shares a similar view. According to Crawford, only a select few fighters have what it takes to defeat Tank, and in his eyes, there are only two names that truly matter: Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. "The only guys I see beating Tank are Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis," Crawford stated. That's a bold claim, but coming from a fighter who has conquered elite competition across multiple weight classes, it holds significant weight. Crawford has closely observed both Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis and believes their skill set, ring IQ, and tactical approach could be the key to breaking down a fighter as dominant as Tank.
Easy work.
Shakur Stevenson.
Easy work.
Keyshawn Davis.
Super easy work.
Now, Lamont Roach isn't just another name on Tank's highlight reel. He's been preparing for this moment his entire life. The 29-year-old captured the WBA Junior Lightweight title in November 2023, defeating Hector Luis Garcia on the undercard of David Benavidez's fight against Demetrius Andrade. He successfully defended his title against Fergal McRory on ProBox TV before securing the biggest opportunity of his career, a showdown with Gervonta Davis. Yet, despite his accomplishments, Roach has been largely overlooked in the lead-up to this fight. "This camp feels different because I know they're counting me out," Roach admitted. "My mindset is to go in there and beat his ass."
I think Shakur got better skill, and of course he's just better defensively. Like, I'm always going with the better skill, the better defensive fighter. Tank's skill is phenomenal, but I just feel like he's offense first. I feel like he's offense first, or I feel like Tank is the type.
And Roach, another top fighter, has been keeping a close eye on the situation, Teofimo Lopez. Lopez has been searching for his next big fight, but securing an opponent has proven to be a challenge. He was initially set to face Subriel Matias, but walked away from negotiations. After dismissing Matias as unworthy, only a handful of names truly excite Lopez, and one of them is Gervonta Davis. While a fight between the two isn't close to being finalized, Lopez has already started the war of words. He believes Davis's record isn't as impressive as it seems and is confident that he would present a unique challenge. "It's going to be a great fight," Lopez admitted, "but he's never faced a fighter like me. Never at all. Never."
You know what I'm saying? They're about to put him with a guy at 130 pounds. Whether he's a champion or not, you're getting a guy lighter than you to come up and weight to make you look good. Again.
Spent 2024 actively defending his WBO and Ring Magazine 140-pound titles against solid contenders like Jermaine Ortiz and Steve Claggett. Meanwhile, Davis has had a much lighter schedule, with his only fight of the year being an 8th-round knockout victory over Frank Martin. That's Tank's reputation. He finds his openings, times his shots, and delivers devastating knockouts. But Lopez isn't impressed. He believes Davis has been carefully matched against opponents who were never truly on his level. "I think a lot of people just focus on the knockouts he gets, but against who? They're not seasoned fighters," Lopez argues.
Again, they pick and choose, so it is what it is. And again, the media like to hate him too. So, I'm going to catch a lot of that backlash too. But I mean, it is what it is. I ain't really stunned that too much. I'm not worried about narrative. I'm worried about what I can do in the ring.
That's the biggest question surrounding Gervonta Davis. Has he truly been tested, or has he been matched against opponents designed to make him look invincible? March 1st is shaping up to be more than just another title defense for Davis. If he knocks out Roach early, critics will likely dismiss it as yet another routine victory. But if Roach can push him into the later rounds and make the fight competitive, the narrative around Tank's dominance could start to shift. Roach understands the odds are stacked against him, but he isn't concerned. He's coming to pull off the upset.
This fight, for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight, I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog. And, he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm going to show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring together.
Porter knows exactly what it takes to survive in boxing's toughest battles. Having shared the ring with elite fighters like Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford, he understands what makes a fight truly competitive. When analyzing the upcoming clash between Tank and Lamont Roach on March 1st, Porter sees something many fans are overlooking. Most expect Tank to dominate, viewing this as just another routine title defense. But Porter isn't so sure. He believes Roach's familiarity with Davis, stemming from their amateur days and past training camps, gives him an advantage that most challengers don't have.
Who is the dude? Who is the dude?
And that right there is why.
That's exactly why Lamont Roach's familiarity with Tank Davis is so significant. It goes beyond their amateur encounters. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank, seen him up close and personal, whether in the ring with him or not. That matters, Porter told Fight Hub TV. Boxing is just as much about preparation as it is about skill. Many fighters stepping into the ring with Tank for the first time are caught off guard by his explosiveness, his ability to close distance in an instant, and the sheer power behind his punches. Watching him fight from the outside is one thing, but standing in front of him, feeling his feints, recognizing his traps, and knowing he's looking for that fight-ending shot is an entirely different experience. For most opponents, the first few rounds against Tank serve as a brutal wake-up call. They quickly realize just how fast he is, how sharp his counters are, and how much more dangerous he becomes as the fight progresses. But Roach isn't stepping in blindly. He's already seen Tank's abilities firsthand and has felt his power in sparring. That's exactly why Porter believes this fight could be more competitive than many expect. This might be a fight until he gets hit again and again, Porter explained. He's tasted that power before, so if he takes Tank's shots and doesn't go away, then we've got a real fight on our hands. biggest question remains, can Roach withstand Tank's power? In recent years, no one has been able to. Davis's last 4 fights have all ended in knockouts, with his most recent victory, a brutal 8th-round stoppage over Frank Martin, further cementing his reputation as one of the sport's most dangerous punchers. Opponents may try to outbox him, move, and avoid danger, but sooner or later they get caught, and when Tank lands clean, the fight is usually over. However, Roach isn't just another challenger. He's a world champion in his own right and is riding a strong wave of momentum. Since suffering his only career loss in 2019 to Jamel Herring, he has won 6 consecutive fights, proving he belongs at the elite level. His biggest victory came last November, when he edged out Hector Luis Garcia by split decision to capture the WBA Junior Lightweight title. He then defended his belt in June, stopping Fergal McCrory in the 8th round. Now, he faces the biggest test of his career, one that could redefine his legacy.
What? I say 9th round.
You said 9th?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at 9th.
I'm telling him, you saying you going down in a 9th?
To lightweight to challenge Tank is a massive step, but Roach isn't intimidated. He understands that this is the opportunity of a lifetime, and is willing to give everything to pull off the upset. However, not everyone is convinced that Roach stands a real chance. Conor Benn, one of boxing's most outspoken rising stars, has been vocal about his disapproval of this matchup. He believes Davis is avoiding tougher challenges and sees this fight as yet another way for Tank to take an easier route rather than facing the best in the division. You know, there are other fighters he should be fighting, but he doesn't want those fights. He just wants to retire. Ben. In his criticism, many fans have expressed frustration over how Tank's career has been managed. Despite being one of the biggest names in boxing, he has yet to face some of the top contenders that people have been demanding. Fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Vasily Lomachenko, and Devin Haney have all shown interest in fighting him, yet those matchups remain nothing more than wishful thinking for now. Instead, Tank has taken fights that, while competitive, aren't necessarily the ones fans were hoping for. Roach is a skilled and determined fighter, but he isn't a household name. While this fight has its own intrigue, it doesn't carry the same level of anticipation and excitement that a showdown with Haney or Stevenson would bring. And there's the ongoing talk of retirement. Davis has repeatedly stated that he doesn't plan to fight much longer, even hinting that he could walk away from the sport as early as 2025. This has only fueled speculation about his career moves. Some believe he's looking to secure a few more big paydays before calling it quits, while others think he's simply controlling the narrative and keeping fans guessing about his next steps. Regardless of what comes after this fight, Tank remains confident in the outcome. He's already made his prediction for Saturday night. "I'm going to chop, bob, and weave. I'm going to end it in the 9th round," Davis declared.
Man, I mean, it's going to go. Tank going to be losing the first 3 rounds. Then he's going to download the data. Then he going to knock this dude out in round 7 or 8. Then he going to do the backflip. Then Jim Gray's going to get in the ring, or Caleb Plant's wife, and say, "Who do you want next?" And Tank's going to say, "I want all those guys." And they're going to go to the
confidence, and he doesn't expect this fight to go the distance. He has built a reputation for systematically breaking opponents down before delivering the finishing blow. Whether it's with a single knockout punch or a relentless barrage of shots, he knows how to close the show. Roach, however, isn't intimidated. He doesn't care about the odds or the underdog label. His only focus is winning. "I don't care about being the underdog or the favorite. Either way, I'm going to win," Roach said. That mindset is exactly what makes him such a dangerous opponent. He's not stepping into the ring just to survive. He's coming to win. He understands the challenge ahead, but he also knows what he's capable of.
They be talking shit to Gervonta, it don't be coming out good for them, my nigga. I'm just keeping it real.
He obviously is a superstar, but just because it's who he is, this don't change no program that I got going on. I'm here to win. I've been coming to win, and I think the same result will happen on December the 14th.
And I know people are doubting me. That just makes me hungrier, Roach declared. Meanwhile, Keyshawn Davis has made it clear that he isn't chasing a fight with Gervonta Davis, but he's also not shying away from the idea. He has been vocal about his willingness to step into the ring with Tank, but he refuses to let that potential matchup define his career. Keyshawn believes in forging his own path to the top, and so far he's doing just fine, without Tank in his plans. At the same time, Keyshawn isn't staying quiet. He's openly challenging Tank, questioning whether Davis has the courage to face him. He doesn't hold back when calling him out. Tank, for real. Tank knows I want to fight him. His coach knows I want to fight him. The boxing world knows I want to fight him. Davis declared. It's a direct challenge that puts the pressure squarely on Gervonta. The question Keyshawn is asking is simple. Will Tank step up and take the fight, or will he continue to avoid him?
Next, 2025, we got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock knock.
Rise in the sport has been nothing short of impressive. Turning pro in 2021 after competing in the Olympics, he has quickly established himself as a force in the lightweight division. Now holding the WBO Lightweight title, his knockout win over Dennis Baranchyk showcased both his power and skill. Young, confident, and hungry for the biggest challenges, Keyshawn isn't afraid to question Tank's choice of opponents. He points out a glaring fact: Tank hasn't fought a true champion since Jose Pedraza in 2017. For someone considered one of the best in the division, that's a long time. Keyshawn even reminds everyone that he fought and stopped Pedraza, sending a clear message. If Tank truly wants to prove he's the best, he needs to face real champions, not smaller fighters moving up in weight.
What I don't like it is him. He's kind of weird, but now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now. If I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about
Fight against Lamont Roach Jr. is exactly the kind of matchup Keyshawn is criticizing. Roach is a talented fighter, but he's a natural 130-pounder who has never competed at 135. Now, he's moving up to face one of the hardest punchers in the division, a matchup that raises serious questions about why Tank isn't fighting top lightweights instead. Keyshawn sees this as yet another example of Tank avoiding real challenges, and he's not alone. Fans and analysts have been voicing the same concerns. While Tank remains one of the biggest draws in boxing, the demand for him to face elite competition is growing louder.
Tank, stop mentioning other people when I mention your fight. The are you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro.
There's no denying that Tank is a massive draw. His fights sell out arenas, and his pay-per-view numbers speak for themselves. His explosive knockout power and flashy style make him one of the most exciting fighters to watch. But the criticism remains. Is he really fighting the best available opponents? Keyshawn Davis argues that Tank has been fooling casual fans for years, taking fights against opponents who look good on paper but don't truly test him. While the matchup against Roach might be entertaining, it doesn't answer the bigger question: whether Tank is willing to face the top contenders at 135. Eddie Hearn has also weighed in on Tank's choice of opponent, acknowledging why fans are disappointed. He points out that there weren't many options available. Fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Isaac Cruz, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Vasily Lomachenko were all unavailable for different reasons. That left Tank with limited choices, but even Hearn admits that Roach isn't the kind of opponent that excites fans. While he's a solid fighter, he's a natural super featherweight moving up, which only fuels the perception that Tank is taking an easier fight rather than challenging himself against top lightweights. Even though Tank versus Roach might seem like a mismatch, some believe it could serve as a tune-up for a bigger fight down the line, possibly against Shakur Stevenson. Roach has a similar defensive style, though he lacks Shakur's power and skill. If Tank is serious about proving he's the best, He'll need to take on opponents like Shakur, Keyshawn Davis, or even Teofimo Lopez. Until then, the criticism will continue. Fans want to see the best fight the best, and while Tank is one of boxing's biggest stars, his legacy will be defined by the opponents he faces. If he continues to take lower-level fights, the doubts about his resume will only grow. Keyshawn Davis is young, hungry, and calling him out directly. Eventually, that challenge won't be ignored. If Tank wants to silence his critics and cement his status as the best, facing true champions is the only way to do it. What do you think? Share your thoughts below and subscribe for more.